Welcome to Words of Wisdom and Guidance. How are you today? Well, I've had a good day, peaceful day, done a bit of good work, but it's been a heavy energy right since this morning. Now, I'm not sure why. I kind of feel like I know why. I think when I was on my way home, I had 666 in front of me on a number plate, and I look it up and it's about reflection. And I think my mind has gone backwards a little bit. And then I had some other signs that I wanted to share with you. While I was up the yard, I ended up actually falling in mud, which I don't like at all. But I felt like it was like a quantum leap. It was like, there you go, in the mud, right? But then I saw two geese that are together walking around in the field at the bottom. And that symbolizes peace and companionship, because geese often mate for life, and you're entering a stage of peace and companionship. So I thought, okay. Then a little bird literally flew into my face, and that's a bit of an abrupt wake-up call. That's a bit of an abrupt pay attention sign. So all of that was happening. First the little bird, then the geese, then the 666. First the little bird, then I fell in mud, then the geese, then the 666. So I've seen, a lot of numbers lately, and I know Spirit is very much sort of talking at this stage, really trying to guide me. And I feel like it's because I'm getting into that sort of funk again, that sort of down little bit. And I know I want change. I know it. So then when I sit down with you, I sit down with you anyway and what have you. But I do have some new little cards that came through today. They're called situations. Little situation cards. No book with them, just intuition. Just use your intuitive thoughts. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to see what that comes out with today on the table. But I was also then called to get the grimoire out, and I opened it, and there's a renewal prayer here. So we're going with the renewal prayer. Between now and Friday, 15th to the 17th, huge planetary shifts, massive energy shifts. And I don't want to get myself into that funk. I was in a very peaceful, calm state for quite a while this afternoon. And then it's sort of all this, that. And then I see something. Oh, sorry. I've just had a download. So that is very important to recognize. And I think if you're watching this, maybe you're in a similar situation, you feel the same. It's this sort of little bit of this funk energy that just wants to hold on to things. It's whether you can break free. I think it's sort of a little bit of Spirit's test to just say, well, you're saying you want new. Are you really ready? Are you really prepared for what is to come? So, on my knees tonight, I am, please God, I am prepared. I want to be prepared. I have to move forward. So let's do the renewal prayer first. By flame and water, pure and true, I shed the old and welcome the new. With each breath I feel reborn, like morning dew on dawn's first morn. By the power of earth, water, fire, and air, I welcome change beyond repair. Old dissolve, new paths appear. I step with courage, free from fear. With harm to none and blessings near, my heart and soul are crystal clear. From what is gone, I now break free. With open heart, I start new with glee. This is my will, so mote it be. In light and love, I am now set free. Blessed be. All right, so I want to set myself free. I want to. I must do. I have to. It's time. It is time. All right, let's do the Inner Temple Oracle Attunement. I activate and step into my inner temple now, portal of my heart, home of my soul. Through the portal of my heart, I connect with my inner temple. Through each of my body's senses, I connect to my inner temple. Sacred below me, sacred above me, sacred around me, and sacred within me, I activate the wisdom and the power that has always been deep within. May these cards deliver clear messages and reflections to me and all who use them for the highest interest of all. I am guided, I am led. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, okay. We've also got the Shaman's Dream cards on the table, and we have our Wisdom of the Oracle. All right, so let us begin. Let us see, what is our guidance, please? Today, you might be starting to feel this energy starting to take you in. Sorry, I'm going to have to do my little... Let's see, what is our guidance? Here we go. Without flexibility, there can be no progress. Okay. So may everything you work for have a romantic outcome. Oh my goodness, that is so bizarre. And I saw the two geese, and it's about companionship. And may everything you work for have a romantic outcome. But without flexibility, there can be no progress. Flexibility. Are you going to be flexible this time, Miss Debbie? We will see. We will see. What is Spirit planning? What is going on? Can we have some guidance, please? So what is our Inner Temple Oracle guidance card today to start off this reading for myself and my beautiful collective? Because if you are connecting to me, you feel this too. Fated life. Wow. We don't have a destiny life, we have fated life. Now, destiny life, I would have preferred. But fated life is where you're feeling stuck, I think. Playing it safe. Maybe that's why this idea of flexibility. And it's funny how I said I would prefer this side of the card. So let us see what further comes. Interesting. You will take what resonates, I guess. We will take what resonates. Let us see. The fated life. The safe option, doing the right thing, doing the expected thing, external influences, listening to the opinions of others, what other people want. The fated life is the expected life, the one that most likely, and the one you'll live if external circumstances direct you. It's the one you'll live if you believe what society, people, and systems say you are, and if you do what they say you should do. The fated life is the safe life, but in living it, you may find there's music still in you that longs to be expressed, or a feeling of, is this all there is? Do you know, I literally lived this fated life for 20 years. And there was something in me. And honestly, when I met my twin flame, it was literally bam. And that's when I realized how much I wanted a destiny life. And the destiny life is your soul path, the dream of your soul, trusting the call within, life purpose, courage will be rewarding, listening to yourself, daring, passionate, what's true for you. The destiny life is that the soul dreams of. It requires listening to and trusting the wild and daring call within. It takes great courage to live the destiny life, for it requires that you trust yourself above all else. It requires you to truly live with courage. Come rewards and fulfillment. The destiny life is the one you live when you choose to live consciously, to trust and follow the voice within rather than heed the noise and influences outside you. You have a decision to make. Do you choose the fated life, or do you choose the destiny life? Do you choose the safe option or the courageous one that makes you come alive? I keep hearing you'll have a choice. And maybe that is what the reason why I was sort of with the card, you know. Come Friday, that is what it's going to be all about. That is what it's going to be about. The fated life or the destiny life. The fated life or the destiny life. Right, I'm going to go to the Shaman's Dream cards actually now, because I want to see, you might be having a lot of dreams. I have been dreaming, but not that I've remembered too much of it. My dreams at the minute is a certain energy that is just taking over again, and I just, you know, that's all I know at this stage. But you might be able to wake up and remember your dreams. You might be gifted to be able to do that. Pay attention, I'm hearing. Pay attention to those dreams. What is the Shaman's Dream cards going to give us as guidance as we go through this day towards our new moon, our change, our intention to change? What is it that we need guidance with right now? Flexibility is one of them. Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. Interesting. There it is. Protecting the future. Number 12, which is a 3. Dragon's Hoard. We've also got the Wailing Tree. Reconciliations. You might have a choice. And completion, closing a door. So it kind of feels like reconciliations and closing a door is, oh, let's just get some more help. Let us get some more help. I'm going to ask the situation cards. Let's see. Dragon's Hoard. What is this protecting the future about, please? What is this protecting the future about? Okay, there's someone on the verge about to reveal or confess. That's come out at reconciliations. Current status, someone who's single, someone you desire, and nightlife, taking a risk. Someone you desire. Lots of lust and care. Wow. This is your next verge of, there's going to be a confession. There's going to be a choice. There's going to be something you're going to want to. Right. So basically what I'm hearing is we're protecting our future. Definitely. We have this wailing walls. It's been a roller coaster. That's for sure. Highest high adrenaline rush on this. Maybe you're starting to feel this emotion, this power, this roller coaster. Let's read number 12, our Dragon's Hoard. In the Dragon's Hoard, jewels and precious objects scatter the ground, while the ancient scrolls inscribed with the wisdom teachings lie within reach. This is a rich opportunity, and you can fill your satchel with treasures you like. Take the gifts offered you and dedicate them to the well-being of all, beginning with your own. But beware, all that glitters is not gold. Interesting. Know that the hoard does not belong to you. It belongs to our grandchildren. What is the inheritance you wish to leave for tomorrow? What seeds are you planting that you will harvest in your old age when you are weary? The dragon guards the legacy of the future. You've been allowed entrance by virtue of your kindness or your spiritual practice or sheer luck. Consider as well that your present, this moment, is the future to the dragon. You may be the one we have all been waiting for, so do not hesitate to take what bequest has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. This is the time to be bold. Do not delay or overthink. Flexibility. There can be no progress. Remember to bring an offering for the dragon, lest it believe you are its lunch. A simple prayer will do. Okay, so I did say my simple prayer. We had a renewal prayer. So the renewal prayer for the dragon. And then we have a wailing tree, 59. When you encounter the wailing tree on your path, it's an invitation to stay a while and regroup. Place for you to rest. Allow yourself to say goodbye to what no longer serves. So interesting how I came out with the closing doors completion. So that's quite interesting. You may have been overdoing things, working too hard, or putting too much effort into life with little reward. One important thing to consider before you make any changes is that you need to allow yourself to feel that disappointment, that loss, and mourn. So that's what I'm going through today. I feel it very much so. And I found myself almost sort of giving myself a little bit of a down talk, and that's not right, you know. Could have done this, you should have done, you know. And I just feel like we must remember that we do know, you know, when somebody, I've just actually, this is just making me think the single card and this desire, lust and care. I just listened to a guy called Sasha who talks about a man will never not make, a man who desires you will show up for you in all ways. You'll never have to question it. It'll just be this natural process. And I think that's really important. And it's funny how these cards have come out. But there's somebody here, this reconciliation. So maybe it's someone from your past that is coming back. They're on this verge, almost ready. This verge to confess something, to tell you something. They are available. Maybe that's just what they want to tell you. I'm single. I'm ready. I want you. Maybe that will be your completion, ready for your new start. Or it could be you'd have a choice whether you want this or not. You could take a risk. Life is not either or, it's both and this and that. So as you dive in and process this, allow it to become a temporary travel companion on your journey. Look at it all squarely and honestly and stay with your feelings. The feelings that this will bring to the surface will be challenging for sure. Yeah. It is about taking a risk. It will be challenging, very challenging. But like all things, they will pass soon enough and you will be more enriched by the experience. And then we have a number 5, transformation, closing the door, completion, your greater calling. When this closing door shows up, it's a call to recognize an ending, to terminate a relationship, a job, a task, or a situation that has been dragging on for far too long. So like I said, with this reconciliation, with this, if you, because of the chemistry, because you obviously desire this person, you might just say, absolutely fine. Now we can close off the past, we can start new. That's how I was feeling with that card. But it could be it's time to walk out the door. If you do not see a door, but only a solid wall in front of you, ask for assistance. Muster the courage to say no more. Remember as well that no one else needs to be wrong in order for you to do what you've known to do, you needed to do for a long time. If the door to a project or a relationship has been closed to you, stop knocking on it. You've tried that already and no one answered, at least not in the way you would have liked. Just take this as a gift, difficult and painful as it might be, and just move on. Page 11. And, you know, that's exactly how I was sort of really feeling, you know, and it was just, I mean, for me, it could be, I might have 2 things here. You know, this confession and then this person, this single person. I'm hoping it's the single person that's going to come in with a new energy and I'm going to know for sure, you know, it's going to just be easy and right and perfect. But we don't know till we get there. Bow deeply before that closed door. Give thanks to the lessons and set yourself free. So yes, I think this has been quite a roller coaster. But underneath that, we've got commitment and a recalling. Days, weeks, months. It could have been days, weeks, months. But yeah, we've definitely got a long-term relationship that is coming after a roller coaster. maybe the reconciliation has been a hard wait, a recalling. Something's being recalled. But there is a commitment here for you. There's definitely a commitment. That's beautiful. But it has, I think it's been quite a roller coaster. And, you know, it certainly has for me. Certainly has for me. No doubt about it. And then we also have divine masculine. Irreconcilable differences with divorce or final. So I feel like there's this, maybe there's this two situations, this recalling, memories returning, something's returning, reconciliation. We have a divine masculine. This is projected future. You know, within days, weeks, months, it's a projected future. Someone's on the verge of really coming out, coming and confessing, coming and giving you something. They are either they're single now and then they're a new person. I'd love to know if this is it definitely is a reconciliation. Divine masculine. Something you've been wishing for and hoping for and praying for, yearning for. You'll know if this is for you. But this was a relationship that had a third party, a karmic lesson that had to be solved in some way. So take how that resonates for you. Trust in what is coming. It's up to you to have this flexibility. And it's so interesting how may everything you work for have a romantic outcome. So whatever this is, whether it is someone who's returning and you close the door and complete it and walk away, or and meet this single person and you end up in this long-term relationship, or it's your divine masculine that is going to come out. He is single, he's ready, it's future. Talk, conversation, you'll get on the same page. Wow. Yeah, karmic third party. There was something about a third party. Maybe that's why they're going to come and confess now that they're single. There's no third party. Maybe, well, take what resonates for yourself. See how you feel. That's incredible. Especially as we had that message so early on about the romantic situation. What's on the bottom? They're telling me skywriting the fates. There we are. Okay, all right, okay. They're telling me skywriting the fates, something. And look at this moon. So you might be looking up at the clouds now, but this has also jumped out for us. A stranger. Oh, the single person, the nightlife. It might be a stranger that you're going to be meeting. Interesting. Skywriting. I haven't ever read that. I'm going to read that. Number 49. Let's read it. It is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds. Nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It is just your path with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. Interesting. In this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection. Not good or bad, neither inflow nor blocked. This nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Lessons. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open the power of curiosity, which is here, stranger, curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear, as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, fated life or a destiny life. Wow. A choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. That is so magic right now. Right now, as we talk with this moon in Aries and all these planets. Now is the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of your life with all your heart and soul. Yeah, this long-term relationship. I think it's going to feel like a bit of a roller coaster ride, I'm hearing. It's going to be an amazing, sudden, very sudden. It's going to be beautiful. You are definitely up for something very, very amazing. Wow. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Okay. And the stranger moves through the world in a shroud of darkness that often elicits fear and rejection. This is the curiosity card. Look closer and summon the courage to remain open to what you might find. You may be conditioned to look only for what mirrors what is safe and known to you. Fated life. Refusing to entertain any concept of other beyond something to fear. In order to broaden your world and your experience of it, you must refute the illusion that sameness is the only way. Nothing you expect externally matches up with the other, and you're challenged by your own inexperience, but don't miss this opportunity for learning. Something extraordinary is being offered to you now if you remain curious and teachable. Allow the newness to envelope you as you explore the possibilities. This is a departure from your expectations, but the stranger has come to invite you to dance to a new music, to a new tempo, to a new sensation that will add more dimension to you and what you create as a result. Now is the time to leave room for other points of view, other ways of seeing with humility and grace. This is a defining moment. Take the risk. Life is like a precious diamond with many facets, not just one. And it's funny how we have the dragon's hoard and they're offering this to you right now. So yeah, beautiful. You are going to be offered something. About to be revealed. That is incredible. Something is about to be revealed. A recalling. It's coming round again. Let's see what our oracle, wisdom of the oracle, is going to say about that. Can we just have some guidance? Yeah. Exactly what I just said. Oh, there's a message in the bottle. There it is. Message in a bottle. So it's coming. That message is coming to you, but it's a never-ending story. And you're poised for this. You know about this. And it came out really on top of this. Okay, projected and the Verge. All right. Now remember, the heart is in here. This is something very deep within you, very deep in your heart. Never-ending story and poised. And I'm going to read these as the 48 first of all. No, 37 first of all, because that was the first one. 37. Relationship message. I'm reading it. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain. Not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, lower self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Exactly what I've been doing. Not only do you need to begin a new story, absolutely, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. Did you hear me burp as confirmation? So I'm really feeling like it's going to be a very interesting situation very soon for you to navigate. But remain poised. Remain poised. I feel like prepared, you know, that idea. Poised. Look. Being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best. When you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. That's so nice. What a lovely message. Thank you, Spirit. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. There we are. Love, friendship, somebody single. Lust, chemistry, sexual chemistry with them. Wow, that is beautiful. Ooh. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. This is a beautiful place to be. I mean, I can't believe, because I literally, how's my energy literally just completely changed straight away? Eh? Completely. I was like, oh, a bit heavy, a bit reflective. I just like think, well, okay. Manners, the self, this rune card, the self, exactly. Toward the attitude, your attitude towards others and their attitudes towards you, friends and enemies and social order. But look at this, it's like this balance, this harmony, like two mirroring. So that wanted to come and talk to us as well. I'm just amazed about truth be told. Okay, truth be told. What is that, Spirit? They wanted me to say that. And it's a number 14, which is a 5 again, which is transformation. So let's take it. 14. Truth be told. What is the truth? Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of... Oh, I was talking to myself, sorry. Willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. Something's about to be confessed. Something's about to be real. It's the fate, it's destiny, it's here. You can make the choice. Be flexible. You either stay in your fated life or you go for your destiny life. People tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more tuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Speak your truth and listen. Wow. Well, I've just literally got my blooming... That is incredible. Yeah, we are definitely going to have a rewrite, a restart, a new beginning. You are, as I say, you will take what you feel. But if you are in a twin flame relationship, it is possibly your twin flame, your divine masculine. If you're in a divine relationship, is returning. Now, it is about whether you can be flexible, whether what you've been working for, what you've been working hard to, you know, is about closing off that past and going forward for this romantic outcome. There's a message coming, a message in the bottle. It's been floating, it's coming. And it just says future days, weeks, months. So, future. It's projected. It's not here yet. Still some traveling to do. Still got to carry on. Look after yourself. Think about you. Okay, and see what this energy brings. But what I'm hearing is be very intentional. Be very intentional with your with the new moon, with your renewal. what you want. You're getting rid of old you, old things, old thoughts, old beliefs, old patterns. My mistakes don't define my worth. Okay, remember who you are, believe in you, trust in this, trust that this is what's being brought to you, and you can change your fated life to a destiny life, which is what we all want. We want the destiny life. So come with me, let's do it together. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will see you again very soon. Take care, lots of love and light.